Hello and welcome to this episode of the How to Pronounce English Verbs series. In this episode we're focusing very specifically on one verb, and that verb is do. It's quite a common verb, but you'll find that lots of people make very common mistakes when they're pronouncing the forms of this verb. So let's have a look. So our forms are as follows. This is just a brief overview. We'll look at each of these in more detail in a moment, but we've got the infinitive to do, and then did, done, doing, does. Let's look at that with some phonemic script. So we'll pick out how these are different to one another. First of all, with do, notice that it's a long oo vowel. So do. A short I in did, a short in done, and then there's a stress in doing. Because it's a two-syllable word, we want to have a stronger emphasis on the first syllable, do, doing. And then we've got that nice ing at the end there as well. And finally, it's worth noticing that with does, as in he does, she does, it actually ends with a z, with a voiced sound. So it's not a s, it's voiced, it's z, does. So that's do, did, done, doing, does. Let's look at some examples in sentences then. So with past tense, I did my homework last night, and did you go to the cinema last weekend? Notice with both of those we've got a past time reference. Last night, last weekend, they're both in the past and they're finished. So that works really well with past simple. And we've got some examples then with past participle, which we're pronouncing done. For example, have you done it yet? And I have done all of the cleaning this week. So in both of these situations, we're here in the present, thinking about the consequence of some action, and that's why we've chosen this combined form. So we've got present perfect here, which uses the past participle form done. Then we've got our ing. So I'm doing my assignment right now, basically. And are you doing anything this evening? So that's actually a present continuous, but with a future meaning. Are you doing anything this evening? And then the good old third person does. Remember, that's a z at the end. So I'm not saying does, it's does. She always does well at school. Does he know what time the party starts? So just to review then, that's to do, did, done, doing, does. Well done, you have mastered do. Maybe that's slightly overdoing it, but you've at least got a really good overview of how to pronounce the verb. So it could be worth checking out the dictionary, have a look at the meanings of do, and for example, phrasal verbs that it might be a part of, idioms related to do. It's a very straightforward word in some senses. It's a word we encounter as language learners very quickly, but it's actually more complicated than you might at first think. Anyway, that's enough for this video. Check out the playlist, click to subscribe, hit the like button, and have a lovely day.